Well, um, 24 days water fasting. Um, it's still not difficult at all to do this. The hardest day was the first day, to be honest. Once I got through the first day, there was the second day, and then they start becoming tick marks, and I was counting how many days I had to go. Now I'm counting off how many days are left. So I am at basically 15 days left, I believe, somewhere around there. I'm just I'm not looking at my calendar. I have it posted on the fridge where I'm ticking the days off. But uh, yeah, I'm not having fun yet, but my body's healing. Let me get this to the point. I did this for health. I did it because I felt I was dying and I was desperate. Um, I don't want crazy, weird surgeries or anything. I don't want to be, at the whim of the medical community because Lord knows they're controlled by corporations, and Lord knows corporations could give a flying fuck about my health. So this is me empowering myself to take control of my life. Um, but I am basically 24 days, so actually 16 days left. That's right. Today is 24, so 16 days left for the 40-day fast. I started this by doing this as a 30-day fast, but uh, come about 7 days, I realized how much simpler this was going to be. Around the seventh day, I really mastered this fasting thing. Now, I still have hunger. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the hunger is not. It's not a constant thing at all. I rarely feel it right now. Now I know that there will be a time when my body will start clamoring for it, but I don't even know if that's going to be in the 40 days. I have been so grossly obese for so long that I think my body's just happy for the time to cleanse itself and do some healing. Now, I'm going to be specific here. It's a little gross, but basically, the skin around my lower legs, above my ankles, and below my calves, that entire area was rotting away. The pressure and the fluid retention and the fat and the blood pressure and everything had just combined to such a point that I had sores on my legs that had been there for months, months and months. Not a month, not 3 months, 9, 10, 12 months. I don't even know how long. It's been so long that I've forgotten when I got them specifically. I just know that they have been there and they have grown and not healed. And this was terrifying to me. I still, and I probably will for the rest of my life, have nightmares about this. Um, and I have looked this up. There are people who lose the entire skin off their lower legs, and it's terrible. It is terrible. Um, and it was terrible to have it happening to me. And I did the carnivore's diet, and again, please understand that I'm trying to change my health. I'm not trying to be a whiz bang beautiful model. Look, I'm 52 and I will never be beautiful. I will never be attractive. I will never have a mate. I understand all that. Like, this is a shit world and everybody wants a model for a fucking boyfriend or a girlfriend. So I'm not going to get what I want. And maybe there was even a time or two that I missed getting what I want because I too was shallow and unfocused. So, you know, that's just the way we're created in this brainwashed world that we live in. But this was done for my health. And on the carnivorous diet, I did see improvement in my health. However, and I've learned since then why, um, I lost focus for my diet and went, and I mean, I normally when I lose focus for my diet, it's a little bit here, a little bit there, and then suddenly, I look back over the past week and I'm no longer on my diet. I lost focus immediately. Like, I was just like, boom. And I don't. That's not what I'm after. Now, I'm glad it works for some people, and the keto is the same way. Again, I think it's great that it works for some people, but it's not working for me. And I kind of understand a little better now. Now, I can't tell you all the chemicals and reasons and nutritionist facts. I'm not an educated science professor. I don't deal with these things every day, but I have watched a lot of people who are educated, and I have listened to them and what they have to say, and pretty much everything they say is really scientific, pretty accurate, and probably, I'm pretty sure if I look this up, I could tell you that they're basing their ideas in facts. Um, but basically, the fatter I got, the fatter I wanted to be. And basically, the trigger for that, uh, for me destroying myself, is endorphins. So, the specific reason behind this 40-day fast is to regain my health on two counts. One, to change the way that my body is working so that it works correctly, so that I can heal. And I am healing. As a matter of fact, all but two, and the two largest ones, of course, but all but two of the sores on my legs are gone completely, like irrevocably gone, or maybe down to a small speck. There's a couple that are having trouble healing that are on the back of my legs, but that's because of movement, and I think there may be underlying causes as well, so some of the vascular problems and things that, but they're healing. They're not healing. They're healing. They've healed a little slower than other parts have, but most of it has completely reversed. Completely reversed. It's gone. And I can see the end. Now I'm planning on in 16 days. I'm stuck on the 15 because I keep thinking for some reason it's 15 days. 16 days. In 16 days, I go back to eating. And it's not going to be anything like I've ever done before. It will be whole food. It will be plant-based. I can't do GMO and shit. I wish I could. I wish I could eat totally organic all the time, but I can't. I have to drink tap water. I have to eat the vegetables that are provided to me by my local supermarket, which is actually one block that way, so it's not that hard. But I will be eating fresh vegetables, whether they're GMO or not. I don't really give a fuck. There'll be fresh vegetables. They will be whole plant foods, and I will be eating correctly on that. The only thing really I have left to buy in dry goods is oatmeal. I'm giving up the rice, and if I'm going to get starch, I'm going to get it from oatmeal, whole wheat. I did buy some whole wheat. We have an Indian grocery store downtown Liverpool, so while I was down there, I stopped and I picked up super cheap a kilo of lentils, a kilo of black-eyed peas, and a kilo of whole wheat. I have, I think it's like 3 kilos of chickpeas that I've already broken into from before because I love hummus. But here's the thing, I can have hummus again, just no olive oil. And that's awesome. I don't really give two flying craps about olive oil. I never have. I grew up in a house where we used Crisco, so Giving up oil is not a big deal to me. But SOS, no sugar, no oil, and no salt. Now, the salt I'm having tiny bits of in my water for both the iodine for my endocrine system and the sodium because I get terrible leg cramps. And the other night I had, what was this? Not last night, night before last. So it would have been the 22nd day of my fast. I woke up and I had a small cramp, which is normal for me. And I got up and walked it out a little bit. And then I sat down, and as soon as I sat down again, I had a huge Charlie horse that just was overpowering. It was so bad I couldn't stand. I had to sit there. I had to massage and massage and massage. And then I had to get up and walk around. It still wouldn't go away. Still wouldn't go away. It had been, I don't know, 15 minutes of agonizing pain. And so I went to the refrigerator, and I had a small bottle of pickled chili and jalapenos, which jalapenos, and I took a big swig of that, capped it back off, put it back in the fridge, and about 2 minutes later, the cramp eased, and I chilled out, and I breathed a huge sigh of relief. But lesson learned, I need some sodium. Especially after 22 days of water fasting, my body had probably pretty much dried up its reserves. I will admit too, also gout has not been a problem at all during this. So looks like everything's working better. I still think my kidneys are working better when I'm laying down and sleeping than they are when I am up. But I'm still doing a lot of sitting. I have a long way to go in the health department, but once I have one sore that's on the back of my calf, in between my calf and my ankle, and it's literally on the back, right above the ankle. So really, it's just a terrible place for me for exercising. Stretching, I just can't. And since I can't stretch, I don't feel like I am in a position to do any sort of extended walking or anything right now. But I am going to be getting to that. The next part of my life is going to be a very physical life. So I'm kind of champing at the bits. I do get up and stand I try to do it every hour or less. Just stand, take a few steps around. It's not perfect, no, but the weather's been really crap, so I haven't been getting any sunlight, which I think would help me heal a lot better. Having some natural vitamin D. I'm not really taking supplements. I've got 2 of these Centrums left. I probably should re-up on those, but I'm not trying to depend on supplements. I know that I'll need some B12, some magnesium, some zinc, and things like that in the future, but I think that if I just eat the whole food plant diet like it's supposed to be, I'll be alright. I've got a mortar and pestle. Oh, I'm going to miss that mortar and pestle. I'm going to have to get another one when I get to the States. It's basically a manual blender is what it is, but it allows me to have a lot of soft food available. There were some other things that I wanted to talk about that I'm just going to have to try to remember them. Right now my focus is, let's do 40 days. Do 40 days. I can do 40 days. I'm going to do 40 days of fasting. And I don't have a lot to report on. I've talked about some of the things that happens during this time, but I'll talk more in the next video. Again, I want to thank all of you who have been supporting me. Your words mean very much to me. And I feel truly blessed at this stage of my life to have had, you know, the guts to do this, to change my life. It's going to be a wild ride. The next 6 months of my life are going to be drastically changing. I will be taking my laptop and my camera along with me, so I will be able to document, at least at the end of the day, what's going on. If I get to the point where I can afford, you know, some GoPros or something like that, we'll look into doing filming of what's going on outside of me just documenting it by voice. So, thank you, and you guys, we'll talk next time.